Scripting. If you write things down, supposedly it'll show up in your reality, and that can be true. But many of you who may be skeptical of it, I don't disagree that you could be skeptical about that, because scripting alone does not cause things to manifest. Scripting is a tool that you can use to work with your consciousness to cause things to manifest, right? And today in this video, as always, I'm going to talk about the core principles of the law of attraction that make it work. I don't pull any punches on my law of attraction videos. I don't have to. I'm just going to give you the straight dope. You want to know how to really get this shit to work. Yeah. And it works, guys. Let me tell you something. The law of attraction, it's the real deal, guys. So we're going to talk about some scripting today. And guys, I've done this many, many times. As long as you understand why it works, why the law of attraction works, focusing your consciousness on something and cultivating, well, basically intuitive hits, faith, like cultivating a belief, like a true belief, like, wait, I know this is going to happen. That's the whole idea. And when you're absolutely sure something is going to happen, it will happen. It'll happen. You can just like switch to gratitude and just start having gratitude for it, right? I mean, that is a manifesting badass right there. That's what a manifesting badass does. That's what I do. And guys, I'm telling you, it works. You can manifest anything you want. The life of your dreams, a better relationship, a better job, bunch of money, health. Don't use this on your twin flame. If you're one of my twin flame people, go back to the True Twin Flame Teachings playlist. This will backfire because if you focus your mental energy on your twin flame, they run harder. That's just how it works. And I've made lots of videos about that. So if that's who you are, go check that out. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Kurt. Also, check me out over here on this platform real quick. Same name, New World All-Star. All-Star is one word, A-L-L-S-T-A-R. Check me out. I'll be talking about lots of cool stuff over there, especially the law of attraction and how we can use that to actually make the world a better place, how to understand the world we live in, and maybe do something useful for humanity. So, scripting. You got your notebook? You got your notebook? Huh? You got some things written down in here? You ready to go? Now, why are we doing that? And I got to tell you something, guys. Actually, I should have brought my faith journal. I have a nice leather-bound book that I bought. And it's even got like the cover that, like the extra cover that closes. And it's got the not tassel, but it's the rope, you tie it shut, right? And it's my faith journal, and I even write some of the things that I want to manifest in there. And it's interesting because the longer that I practice this manifesting, the easier it gets too. But just get started, guys. All you're really doing is writing something down again and again and again. With scripting, you would get maybe a spiral notebook like that one. I just kind of tossed it on the floor, but the one I just had in my hand a minute ago, get one of those, and you can just do like the 55 by 5 method, for example. I've done that before, and it fucking worked. It's crazy. I manifested an actual person. It's just like what I wrote down. It was nuts. It was awesome. And that's all I did. For 5 days, I wrote just a simple, like, one sentence thing. Well, there's more to it than that, but kind of the step 2, I suppose, is for 5 days, I wrote 55 times. I will manifest this person. I will manifest this person, or whatever. I will manifest the dream girl, or whatever, right? And before that, before I did the 55 by 5 method for 5 days, I actually wrote separately. So like I got a fresh spiral notebook and I just wrote a description of what I wanted. And I wrote, I don't know, 17 pages of stuff. I was very detailed. I was very, like, it was almost like if I met the person in real life, I would just know it was her. You know what I mean? This is a long time ago. And I just kind of read it out loud. I would pray after I wrote it all down for 3 days, and I would read it all after I meditated. I would read it out loud. I would play some inspiring music, light some candles, and touch your heart. This is very important. This is critical. This is a heart math technology. You know the Heart Math Institute? So heart brain coherence, and there's actually special cells that they found just recently. It's very interesting. I just attended a conference with Greg Braden and Bruce Lipton, and I got to meet them actually too. And they talked about these 40,000 specialized cells. There's 40,000 in your heart, and there's 40,000 in your brain. Is it your pineal gland? Maybe it's near there. Well, anyway, they talk, these two sets of cells. So I wrote down everything that I wanted in this person, and for 3 days, I just read it aloud, and I created an emotional response in your body. See, your subconscious mind is so powerful, right? It's in your body. It's memories. It's a habit of thought. It's a way of being. It's your personality, right? And it's embedded in your body. And so to trigger an emotional response while touching your heart, right? It's very, very useful. So I would read this aloud, and it was like I was standing right next to her. I could absolutely picture this girl. And I read this whole thing for 3 days while doing this exercise, inspiring music. I did it right after my morning meditation. And then on the 4th day, I started the 55 by 5 exercise. So for 5 days after that, I wrote, I will manifest the dream girl 55 times for 5 days. And after that, it was kind of like you've created some kind of an energy. You've created a belief in yourself. You've created this emotional response that your body is giving off. That's the whole idea. This is key. Remember, your subconscious is linked to the divine matrix. And remember, the universe is mental. It's the mind of God. And you're linked into it. You're hardwired into it. The same way that a Wi-Fi modem is hooked up to the internet, the cable connector on the wall, right? You're linked in. Your subconscious mind is linked in to that divine matrix. It's the mental universe, and it's creative. It'll coordinate all kinds of things to match your energy, whatever it is you're being. That's why this works. That's the mechanism. So to cultivate that emotional energy within your body is key because, again, your subconscious is stored in your body, and your subconscious is hard linked into the divine matrix, the mind of God. So this whole exercise, the writing everything down about what you want in great detail, reading it aloud for 3 days, and again, I would meditate, really good meditation. Then I get up, I make my coffee, and I would play some inspiring music, and then I would read what I wrote about what I want while touching my heart. And I got to tell you, again, it was like the girl was there in the room with me. I made sure I described her in such great detail. Okay, and I feel that. I feel an emotion. I feel what it would be like to be with her. You follow me? Okay. Next step is the scripting. 55 by 5. There's other scripting methods. That's just a very popular one. It does work. So for 5 days, the scripting, the point of it isn't to just hurry up and write a bunch of shit 55 times. And just, again, make it simple, like one sentence, like I will manifest the dream girl or the dream job or a business idea. Even if you're just looking for ideas, like what do I want? You could ask that. You'll be brought clarity about that, right? When you're writing that thing 55 times for 5 days, You're remembering that emotional experience that you had. Okay? So now you've done the work for 8 days. After that, step three, you kind of just go about your life. You go about your day, but you remember what that emotion was. And you tell yourself, if I can feel it, if I can feel what that was like, it can happen. That possibility does exist. The divine matrix, the mind of God, is the quantum field. This is why the law of attraction works. And even quantum physics is going to tell you any possibility there is exists in the quantum field. Now be careful. If you say try to manifest a specific person, it could backfire because other people can manifest what they want too in the quantum field. And then it's like you kind of have a situation where things could cancel each other out and it might backfire. So I would just write a list of, okay, this is generally what I want in a person, for example, and you'll manifest the person that's just right for you. But you've done the work for the 8 days, and now you're just kind of in this mode of gratitude for, yeah, I know this could really happen. I know that all of these possibilities exist. So it must actually be able to come true for me. It absolutely could come true for me. And you just feel that emotional experience again and again and again, and you carry it with you everywhere you go. And you just do that for long enough, whatever you want, it'll show up, guys. It'll show up. Now, that's why writing things down works. It's because you're doing the energetic work too. You're cultivating that emotional experience. And that's what causes things to manifest. You're accessing infinite possibilities. So there you go. I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next week.